We begin tonight with a Phoenix man who's facing a long list of charges after police say they discovered a cockfighting operation on his property. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us. For 12 News at 10, I'm Kariba Devine.
I'm Mark Curtis. Police were actually investigating a separate crime on the man's property when they uncovered what appears to be a large-scale operation. 12 News journalist Kyle Simchuk is live from the Towers Jail in West Phoenix, where the 60-year-old suspect is being held. And Kyle, you've learned the Humane Society is also involved now.
Well, yeah, Mark, staff found more than 65 roosters caged up on this man's property. They say that 5 were dead and the other 60 had to be euthanized on site. When Glendale police executed a search warrant at this Phoenix property near 7th Avenue and West Buckeye last Friday, they were looking for evidence related to an armed robbery. But within this mangled mess of metal, tarps, and tires, they found something else, a large-scale cockfighting operation.
They realized that there were over 60 plus fighting birds on the property, some of them with very severe injuries.
Tracy Miller with the Arizona Humane Society says those injuries were consistent with cockfighting, an illegal blood sport where roosters are bred, drugged, and trained to fight each other to the death while spectators place bets.
Some of the birds we saw had staples securing their what was once an open wound, and those were definitely not medical staples.
The roosters also had their combs and wattles cut off, a common practice in cockfighting.
In a fight, those two things bleed a lot and quickly, and they don't want to impede the bird's visions.
The property is owned by 60-year-old Victor Manuel Espinoza, the co-owner of Pitbull Landscaping. Inside his home, police say they found even more evidence of cockfighting: sharp metal spurs, a notebook ledger with names and cash earnings, a large championship trophy, and medications used to stimulate the roosters before fights and treat wounds after.
The birds were still functioning because they are pumped full of so many drugs and steroids. They probably didn't even know that their body was going necrotic.
Miller says the 60 roosters they found alive had to be euthanized and were given a lethal injection on scene.
There is no positive outcome for fighting birds because they are pumped so full of steroids, antibiotics, painkillers, and they are literally trained to fight anybody and anything.
Espinoza remains in jail tonight, charged with cockfighting and 65 counts of animal cruelty.
I will tell you that it is a Class 5 felony in the state of Arizona to own, possess, or train a bird for fighting purposes. And my hope is that Glendale PD can charge all 65 counts to the Maricopa County Attorney's Office.
And since Espinoza was out on felony probation at the time of his arrest, he's unable to post bond. He is stuck in jail right now. His prior convictions involve weapons and drugs. We're live in Phoenix tonight. Kyle Simchuk, 12 News.